This is the old Armstrong Mansion, now home to the Other Side Academy, or TOSA. The students who live here come with a lot of problems, past drug issues, criminal records. They come here hoping to get an education, work experience, and a new outlook on life.
For 25 years, I was a drug addict, and I wasn't just your weekend drug addict. I was a very hardcore drug user.
For Dave DeRocher, his past seems like another life.
I did a 2-year prison term, got out for 2 months, did a 5-year prison term, got out for 2 months, did a 6-year prison term, got out for 4 months, then did a 10-year prison term, and got out for 4 months.
Today, he oversees this crew, a moving company where the movers are convicted criminals.
They're the hardest working, friendliest, most tattooed movers you will ever see.
And on this day, they were hired to do a move for the Salt Lake City police.
When I first heard of who I was going to be dealing with on this move, I was just like, are they going to like me or not, you know, type of thing.
Detective Bill Silver was pleasantly surprised, and he's not alone. A look online shows rave reviews. The Other Side Movers is just one of the vocational training opportunities at the Other Side Academy, a program for people struggling with drug addiction, ongoing criminal activity, or homelessness.
But you've learned how to learn.
DeRocher is the managing director.
Go to work, have a good attitude, go to bed. Get up, go to work, have a good attitude, go to bed.
This is the freshman dorm. This is where the students will start their stay.
It already has more than 40 students, with plans to add between 6 and 10 each month.
We just had the kitchen redone.
The average student here has been arrested 23 times.
I am at rock bottom in my life. I have the desire to change. I just can't do it on my own.
They applied to come here by writing a letter.
This is about 2 weeks worth of letters.
Once accepted, they had to convince a judge to let them come to TOSA as an alternative to incarceration. They committed to stay at least 2 years, much longer than most rehab programs.
There are no guards, there's no therapists, there's no staff, there's no traditional, this isn't a 12-step program. This is just a healthy community that holds you accountable and helps you learn to live in a healthy community.
We have a positive attitude.
They gain an education and work experience, and nobody pays anything to come here. The program is paid for by various businesses run by the students, like the Other Side Movers.
For years, many of us wanted something like this in Utah.
Co-founder Joseph GRENNY patterned the Other Side Academy after a hugely successful program in San Francisco called the Delancey Street Foundation.
That has an 80 to 90% success rate.
About 20,000 people have turned their lives around and graduated from Delancey Street over the last 45 years, including each of the directors who now run the Other Side Academy.
I tried 30-day programs, 60-day programs.
So Delancey Street gave me the opportunity to go someplace that was conducive to change and stay there long enough until it actually became me, kind of recalibrate the moral compass, if you will.
Delancey Street saved DeRocher from a 22-year prison sentence.
I owe them my life.
We're offering people the same opportunity to completely change their lives.
Not everyone was initially supportive. Deputy Utah County Attorney Christine Scott did not want to send defendants to the Other Side Academy. In fact, she fought it for several months.
Because they're not being locked up, and nobody's tracking them. I mean, they don't wear a GPS monitor.
But as she learned more about the program, this prosecutor had a change of heart. She says she's seeing hardened criminals completely change their attitude.
I go up there all the time, and I talk with them and see them, and I am so pleased.
She now thinks this is the best option to change behavior and reduce recidivism.
It saves lives. And what's the value of a life?
GRENNY believes his nonprofit will save Utah a lot of money in incarceration expenses, decrease criminal activity in our communities, and give many of the underclass an opportunity to succeed. And for someone who's grateful to have his life, the Other Side Academy is a way of saying thanks.
I oftentimes tell people that I spent the first half of my life helping people die. I'm going to spend the rest of it helping them live.
This food truck, Promised Land Food, is getting set to launch. It'll be another business run by the students here at TOSA. Now, the founders of the Other Side Academy plan to expand and replicate this program. They hope to have many more campuses throughout Utah and throughout the country. For KSL 5 News, I'm KATHRYN May.